Smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Hey guys, almost all women appreciate some kind of gentleman behavior, and in this video I want to explore the top 7 gentleman behaviors that make women melt in your presence. Why that is, and what to look out for when behaving like a gentleman. Possibly the most classic gentleman behavior is opening and holding doors. It signals politeness above all and shows that you are attentive towards her. It signals that physical barriers are something that you take care of for her and she can move without much physical effort and her femininity is valued. This gentleman behavior can also be applied when using a car and opening car doors for her. However, I would see that in the car context, the behavior is not overused. It should be applied when going on a date, to the restaurant and so on, but not in everyday life. Another classic gentleman behavior is carrying bags. Carrying bags, for example, when shopping, signals that you are supportive and make use of your physically superior strength for her. When, for example, going shopping, carrying bags makes the experience more fun for her. As men are naturally built more physically strong, you making use of your strength for her shows you are considerate, kind and respectful of her feminine built body. However, it is one thing to be a gentleman, but it's another to be a mule. Be a gentleman, but make sure the behavior is recognized as such and not overused. Pulling out chairs at the restaurant shows that you are considerate of her being comfortable and able to enjoy the experience. The attentiveness towards her comfort shows you are focused on her needs, then she feels well cared for. Another behavior that should be reserved for a restaurant dating context and not be overused in everyday life. Being a gentleman is not only about being respectful and kind, but also about being protective. A behavior that shows your protective side is making her walk on the inside of the sidewalk. A man walking on the outside shows that you are exposing yourself to danger more than her and that you care for her. It shows that her protection and safety is a priority for you. Women absolutely melt when a man presents this kind of behavior. Speaking like a gentleman is another courteous behavior. Women are known to be more emotional and are more easily scared and moody. You as a man speaking to her calmly and respectfully makes it easy for her to feel comfortable when speaking to you. When presented with a problem or challenge, try to resolve it in a calm and respectful way. Posing a threat to her by being angry might just send her in a fight and flight mode more easily and you both into a longer argument. This doesn't mean that you should always be obedient, be easygoing, but also kind to her. What applies to speaking also applies to listening. Listening like a gentleman means being attentive towards what she says and aware of her likes and wants. Getting to know her better and focusing on what she says shows her that you are considerate and caring towards her. By careful listening and memorizing things that are important to her, you can signal how important she is to you. You knowing about her plans, supporting her in planning and giving her space or support as needed can be a great part of this. Taking her hand to give her stability when stepping up and down a greater gap will show her that you are kind and ready to help her in overcoming physical barriers. Maybe she has to step up a stage in a hall, or you are in nature and she has to step over a tree trunk. Any physical situation really where she might lose balance, you show that you care for her safety and protection. An old school classic gentleman behavior is also lying closer to the bedroom door than the woman. This is done to make her feel secure and that in case of a burglar coming, you will be the first to respond. It again shows that you are protective and that you are ready to use your physical dominance to make her feel safe. Somewhat old school and less necessary in modern times, so speak to her about it if she likes it or not. So what makes gentleman behavior so appealing to women? It shows that you are aware of her needs and want her to feel protected and comfortable. It signals that you take care of the environment for her and to make her feel safe. You show that you are attentive, considerate and kind. These behaviors can help in building trust with her and form an emotional bond between you. Being a gentleman, however, is one thing and being too serving and obedient another. Make sure that when using these behaviors, you dose them correctly. Opening doors is something that is almost always a good thing and can be done quite often. So can helping her to cross gaps or step up or down be used often. Yet it always depends on the context. Car doors should only be opened in a dating special occasion context, as it can easily come across as being uneasily polite. This comes across as polite at a restaurant, but exaggerated in everyday life. You want her to feel comfortable and protected, but not like a dumb little thing that cannot take care of anything. And on a last note, make sure that you incorporate these behaviors in an authentic way and behave the way you want and feel comfortable as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I would appreciate a comment, like, and most of all you subscribing if you haven't. And as always, stay awesome.